Please give it up for very funny Lisa Engel, everybody. Lisa.
Thanks for giving me all my love. Well, is it tourist season here tonight or what? Or like every day in New York City's tourist season, right? I get out of Penn Station, I'm fucking late, which is like the story of my life. I'm running up here to Caroline's, and I'm like this Amazon against a sea of Asians, like dodging them all the way up. I get up to Times Square, I see them all taking pictures of that naked cowboy guy, who's kind of gross, isn't he? And then all of a sudden they turn, they're looking at me, they're like, oh, Godzilla, Godzilla! I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a little tall. I don't know what you're all thinking. Wow, wish I was tall. If I was tall, I could wear those clothes that tall people wear, and people look up to me, and it would be cool. Yeah, well, I got news for you. When you're 6'2" and you're 12 years old, you're a fucking freak show. Yeah. So when you're 12 years old, people don't look at you and go, hey, wow, those Geronimals are really working for you. No, that doesn't happen. You guys remember that cover of Time magazine a couple months ago? It's kind of unsettling. It was this woman breastfeeding this full-grown child. Remember that? That was me in my school dances. Yeah. Stairway to Heaven would play, and they would just fucking line up. They just stand there to my little nose, like stand there. It's just disgusting. Yeah, and then as far as clothing is concerned, I'm really glad capris are in, because I've been wearing capris since I wore pants. And bell bottoms, well, check them out. These are gauchos. Yeah. But where they really missed the mark was with high heel shoes. I don't know if any of you guys, as you get taller, your feet get bigger. Well, I'm not even going to tell you what size mine are, but after my size, they bind your feet in rags. They don't even sell shoes this size. So I'm out shoe shopping, and I'm looking at the shoes, and you know what? They're like 3 inches heel high. That's it. And I hear next to me, hey baby, those are really working for you. Those are really cute. Try them on. Yeah, because I'm shopping with the transvestites. Yeah, me and the train, all shopping. And they're looking at me, the people in the store, like looking at my wrist, looking at my Adam's apple, like, is it a dude? Is it a chick? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's great. So when you're tall, you try going into get a pedicure done. Yeah, the Asian people are terrified of me. They're like, my feet are bigger than their fucking heads. They're like, ah, get that foot out away from my face. So then when you're tall, people also feel like they can come up to you and say things really clever and out of the box, like, hey, you're really tall. Like, wow, that's really great. Then they follow it up with a big, nice lead. Anybody ever call you an Amazon? I'm not kidding. So I just respond, no. Anybody ever call you a stupid fucking cunt? They just did. Check that out. And guys are the best, because they come up to me and they go, well, I'll show you what it looks like. I really like tall girls. And I look at them and go, you know what? I really don't like short boys. Because I don't care what you guys say. I know everybody says, hey, you're all the same size in bed. Well, that's bullshit. Because when they're on top, it feels like a dog humping your leg. And when I'm on top, they're not yelling, oh baby, oh baby. They're yelling, uncle, uncle, get off, get off. I'm not kidding. So anyway, finding somebody to go out with has always been a challenge to me. But I figured out how to do it. I went to the self-help bookstore. Yeah, I might be a frequent buyer there, I don't know. Anyway, I went to the self-help bookstore, I picked up a book on sexual addictions. I went to the bar by myself and sat down and started reading. And it was like 6th grade all over again. These boys would just line up like Stairway to Heaven was playing. And now I had some leverage to pick out who I would go out with. And I picked the guy who called me his big bird. Yeah, I'm his big bird. Unfortunately, this guy lives in Jacksonville, Florida. You guys familiar with Jacksonville, Florida? Anybody? Okay, I hear a couple of grumblings. That's basically it. I hear you. Jacksonville, Florida, the mullet is still a really popular haircut. Tattoos, you cannot have enough. They like start in 3rd grade tatting their kids. Pitbull, dog of choice. In Jacksonville, you purchase insurance, you go to the theater, you shop at Super K. In Jacksonville, you go through the airport, and in security, if you don't have a gun, they're going to give you one. That's how bad it is. So anyway, I go down there to visit my new one and only, because we've been going out for a really long time. Okay, maybe it's like only 2 weeks, but it feels like a really long time. And he, left the apartment for a little bit, and I figured I would straighten up while he was gone. So first I tried to straighten up his email, but it was password protected. So then I had to go to his bedroom and start straightening that up. So I'm straightening his bedstand, and I find, typical Wall Street Journal, Sports Illustrated, Penthouse, Playboy, and a measuring tape. Wait. You guys know what I'm going to talk about. I had no idea. So that night, we're laying in bed, I go, hey baby, I was straightening up for you today. He goes, you were snooping. I go, no, I was straightening. And I couldn't help but find this, it was kind of odd. I found this measuring tape in your bedstand. Jumps out of bed. What? Everybody does it. Everybody does it. I'm like, does what? He goes, measure your dick. You do? All guys do this? Oh yeah, that's what he told me. On that evening I learned there were different types of measurements. Yeah, you've got your regular inches, and you've got your metric system, and then you have a BTB measurement, and you have an SO measurement. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Well, I didn't either, but now I know. BTB is when you measure behind the balls. SO is shaft only. And then for those guys who say they're packing 14 inches, they're measuring to their asshole, I found out. And they're cheating. Because apparently size does matter. Yeah, so are you guys on a first date over there? No? Are you married? How many years? 10 years. Now, have you ever kept a measuring tape in your bedstand? 2 of them. Wow. Do you have a yardstick? You do, don't you? I figured as much. How about you guys? You on a first date tonight?
Nope, married too.
Married also. How many years?
5 years.
5 years.
Only one measure.
Only one measuring tape. Gotcha. Now, is it me or is it just an odd thing that guys measure their dicks? I think it's really weird. I mean, don't they just make stuff up or kind of guesstimate, or is it the engineers that only do that? Is it engineers? I don't know. Anyway, you guys are a great audience. Thank you very much.
Lisa Engel, everybody.
Cool.